Literally, it could also mean the called out ones. To all the called out ones at Philippi. Remember, in one of the introductory messages, we went through Philippi and what the state of it was, the false religion that was there. How those who became later saved, at first when they were lost in sin, they were in bondage, they were ensnared. They worshipped all the false idols, but they were delivered from it. They were called out of it. And therefore, child of God today, you are saved by the grace of God. You have been called out of the world. You are a called out one, called out of bondage, called out of damnation, called out of sin, called on to Christ. And so, as a believer, you are a holy one. As a believer, as a child of God, you are a called out one. You've been called out. And here's the blessing about it all. None of us deserve to be called out. Rather, we all deserve to be left in our sin. If God was to let us all get what we deserve, what we have earned, the wages of sin is death, He would have been just and right to do so. None of us in this room deserve salvation. None of us deserve His mercy. We're rebellious. But here is the grace of God, that He entered into that covenant of grace, an everlasting covenant. A word covenant means a promise, a bond, an oath, that Jesus Christ, His Son, would come into this world to save a multitude of sinners given to Him. They would receive His grace. They would receive His mercy. And therefore today, believer, we are here simply as sinners saved by grace. There's nothing better than me, but because I stand in a pulpit, there's nothing better me than you, or you than the person beside you or behind you. We're all sinners saved by the grace of God. And therefore, what a blessing that is. We've been called out of sin.